Oh, sorry, are we recording? Brian here with another webisode of Fact or Fiction Friday, where I take reader questions from email, social media, or pretty much wherever and turn them into brief 2 to 3 minute video answers. This week I'm tasked with quickly educating you on the effects alcohol has on fat loss, so let's get right to it. Can you lose weight and still have abs and still have your alcohol too? In my opinion, this is fact. While this is fact, in my opinion, it certainly has some contingencies. See, moderation is the name of the game when it comes to booze, and if you're planning on drinking nightly, then you might as well kiss that six-pack goodbye. But if you want to have a few beers or a few glasses of wine 1 or 2 nights a week, then I think you can absolutely still shed belly fat and have those abs. Jade Teta, founder of Metabolic Effect, said it best, and I think his quote was, "Booze isn't so much a fat store as it is a fat burning suppressor." So let me try and explain what he means by that. See, the alcohol you drink, or the alcohol in your drink, is converted to acetate, and this takes priority in your metabolism. So when this process is occurring, your body stops metabolizing your other macronutrients. And we remember these as protein, carbs, and fats. And alcohol is technically a fourth macronutrient, as it's said to contain 7 calories per gram. And if you remember, protein and carbs have 4 calories a gram, and fat containing 9 calories per gram. So this process of metabolizing the alcohol in your system is inefficient, and most of the energy is actually lost, which is why you often hear alcohol referred to as empty calories, which brings us back to Jade's comment, is it's not so much a fat store. Simply put, the calories in your drink aren't necessarily going to make you fat if consumed in moderation, just like any other macronutrient. Herein lies the problem, though. Remember, this process takes priority in your system when alcohol is present. So while you may not necessarily be storing those alcohol calories, you are storing all the other calories you're consuming while drinking. And this is probably where we get ourselves into trouble, because how often do we drink and not eat with it? Not very often. And then how often do we drink and eat nachos and cheese fries? Pretty much every time. The idea is to be mindful about what we're eating when we're drinking. Eating mostly veggies and lean proteins is your safest bet to keep those lbs off when you're boozing. Eating starchy carbs and high-fat foods, or basically any bar food, is going to be detrimental to your waistline. Where does alcohol fit into your exercise plan? I've linked a few really cool articles, or good articles I think, in the comment section below, so I highly recommend you check those out after the video. But I won't get into too much detail and into their content in this video. I kind of have 3 personal rules that I go by for boozing and exercise. And number 1, if I know I'm going to be indulging in some adult beverages that evening, then I make it a priority to get a workout in earlier in the day. Preferably a heavy strength training workout. Number 2 is I try to eat the majority of my calories earlier in the day, especially most of my starches and fats. That way, if I am going to be having drinks at dinner or something like that, I can try and just get a lean protein and veggies as my meal. And then number 3 is that if I know I'm going to have a workout in the morning or maybe lunch the following day, I make sure just not to have too many drinks the previous night. I don't want to impact my performance when I'm at the gym, and I certainly don't want to, try to do something stupid or increase my risk of injury in the gym the following morning if I'm, kind of sluggish or groggy feeling and, kind of hungover. I don't want to, push my limits or, jeopardize my form or anything like that. So those are kind of my three rules to go by. So hopefully that helps. Let me know, how you kind of incorporate drinking and exercise into your plan, and in the comment section below. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you next Friday.